Association acknowledges that we are located on Treaty 6 territory, also known as Anusquanchi Waskaingan. ETCA respects the histories, languages, and cultures of First Nations, Métis, Inuit, Cree, Dene, Nikarasu, Anishinaabe, Niitsitapi, and all other peoples of Canada, whose presence continue to enrich our vibrant community. இங்கு நாம் குடியிருக்கும் நிலம் ட்ரீட்டி 6ஐ சேர்ந்தது. இங்கு இருக்கும் பூர்வ குடியினர் First Nations, Métis, Inuit, Cree, Dene, Nikarasu, Anishinaabe, Niitsitapi, அங்கீகாரமும் நன்றி செலுத்துகிறோம்.
Again, a warm welcome to all of you on behalf of the Edmonton Tamil Cultural Association. My name is Dr. Hardip Khatri. I'm in charge of the Tamil Heritage Affairs. And எல்லாருக்கும் குட்டீஸ், பேரண்ட்ஸ், யூத் கவுன்சில் வாலண்டியர்ஸ், இன்றைக்கி அவங்களோட அப்ரிசியேஷன் டேக்கும் அவங்களே தான் வந்து செட்டப் பண்ணாங்க. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுறதுக்காக வந்திருக்க ஸ்பெஷலாக வந்திருக்க Tamil Cultural Association students, plus I think others also there, and choreographers, parents, everybody, all of you, warm welcome. Now I would like to welcome our chief guest. So I'm just getting the knocks out. A warm welcome to Mr. Hardip Khatri. He immigrated to Edmonton, Canada after completing his engineering degree from United Kingdom in 1982. He's been and continues to be an active member of Edmonton Tamil community for a very long time, including serving as a secretary and a member of the Strategic Advisory Committee of Edmonton Tamil Cultural Society in the past. Hardip is currently employed with the Government of Alberta as the Assistant Deputy Minister of Alberta, Transportation and Economic Corridor. Warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you for inviting me. I don't need to be a chief guest, to be honest. I'm part of you all. I'm just happy to be here today. Is that coming out okay? Yeah, the volume is good. Okay. I think first of all, thank you so much for inviting me to be a special guest or a guest or able to attend this occasion. I think what is to me is I remember the time when I came to Edmonton back in 1982. Always there are parents and kids and cultural activities, and I was a young man at that time, very intrigued to see how Tamil culture was flourishing in many parts of the world, including Edmonton in that snow. And then I was so happy to see so many Tamils all over the world, right? And in Edmonton was one area that everyone was very happy about. It used to be lots of culture, particularly Carnatic music. I remember that Sima and many of them used to have those functions. And we used to have Tamil movies in school auditoriums, and that's where we had Tamil movies those days. Anyway, that's going back. Now, I didn't want to write too much because I want to speak from my heart. This is not about speaking something so that you can go away and then say, I don't know what this is. What I wanted to focus today is more about you as young generation, why it is important for you to get involved and actively involved in any of these community functions and community strategies, because clearly you are the next generation going to shape the future, and then you need to be part of it right from the outset. Instead of being a spectator, you need to be the one that take over from us. And then taking over from us means that you have to develop certain skills, and that's what I want to talk about. So imagine yourself that you want to move into a community activist or someone at the political level, or as a doctor or a lawyer. What are the attributes that you need as you move forward? So I don't have a paper, but I'll just try and visualize it for you. So think of it as 3 circles. That's how I try to manage my own, the outlook of the world. First is the core circle, which I call it personal development, which is you yourself. So you need to understand what you need to develop as a person, as a responsible citizen. And then I'll go into it a little bit how I see it in my end. Then the second circle is what I call the group involvement. This is what I think you folks are doing right now, which is the youth development. So this is where you're going to apply certain skills, not only what you have in yourself, how do you influence others and inspire what you're trying to do. And the third one, which is the last one, we can go into many circles, is into the community, not community, into more or less in the country and the world, if like an Obama or the Nelson Mandela of the world, then they can inspire everyone, even if you're not able to speak to them or work with them in person, you are able to actually inspire them. So first, look at the personal development. Very proud of who you are and trust yourself and follow your heart in terms of whatever your heart tells you, I can guarantee you you're doing the right thing. Always ask yourself, is that the right thing to do? So, personal development is something you want to work on. And the second one is the group development. The group development, the reason I say that is because every one of us are, at the end of the day, we need to work with people, we need to interact with people.
See, I've asked that question all the way across the country, and everyone asks it, no matter where. There's always a huge portion of the audience that opens up their hands. And I've come to realize that we have made leadership into something bigger than us. We made it into something beyond us. We made it about changing the world. And we've taken this title of leader and we treat it as if it's something that one day we're going to deserve. But to give it to ourselves right now means a level of arrogance or cockiness that we're not comfortable with. And I worry sometimes that we spend so much time celebrating amazing things that hardly anybody can do, that we convinced ourselves that those are the only things we celebrate. And we start to devalue the things that we can do every day. We start to take moments. With my short time today, I just want to share with you the one story that is probably most responsible for that redefinition.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I would like to thank Mr. Punit for his presence here to encourage our youth. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and thank you everyone, and thank you my colleague board members from Tamil Association, our president Mr. Ravindran Subramaniam, Dr. Malika Karthikeyan, and our vice president Mrs. Sureka Nathan. So thank you everyone. So நான் முதலாவது ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது நம்ம இங்கே எதுக்கு கூடி இருக்கிறோம், ஸோ இந்த யூத் கவுன்சில் தொடங்கினதுக்கான காரணம் என்ன, ஸோ அது வந்து ரஞ்சித் அவர்கள் அழகாக பேசினாங்க. பட் இருந்தாலும் நான் வந்து அதை இன்னொரு தடவை சொல்ல விரும்புகிறேன். நம்மளோட மெயின் அப்ஜெக்டிவ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லணும்னா, நம்ம குழந்தைங்க அவங்க வளர்ந்தவங்களா இருக்கிறாங்க, யூத்தாக இருக்கிறாங்க, இப்போ 15 and above they are, but still we want to grow them along with our culture and heritage. ஸோ அதுதான் நம்மளோட மெயினான நம்ம எய்ம் இங்கே. ஸோ நம்ம கலாச்சாரம் பண்பாடு அதோட நம்ம குழந்தைங்க வளரணும். இன்னொன்று நம்ம குழந்தைங்களுக்கு நடுவில் சோஷியலைசேஷன் இருக்கணும். ஏன்னா அவங்க ஸ்கூலுக்கு போகும்போது ஒரு கிளாஸில் ஒரு இந்தியன் இருக்கிறாங்க, சில ஸ்கூலில் சில இடத்துல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்தியன்ஸே இல்லாத கிளாஸ்லேயே நம்ம குழந்தைங்க படிக்கிறாங்க, தமிழ் மக்களே இல்லாத கிளாஸ்லேயே படிக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ அந்த தமிழ் லாங்குவேஜ் பேசுகிறதுக்கான வாய்ப்பே அவங்களுக்கு இல்லை. ஸோ இந்த குரூப் மூலமாக அவங்க வந்து பழகிறதுக்கும் தமிழ் பேசுகிறதுக்கும் அவங்க லாங்குவேஜையும் அவங்க ஐடென்டிட்டி புரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கான வாய்ப்பு அவங்களுக்கு கிடைக்குது. ஸோ இதுதான் இதை தொடங்கினதுக்கான காரணம். ஸோ மெயின்லி the reason for starting this youth council is for them to have a socialization place. So we conduct monthly meetings. So they gather every month for 1.5 hours and they play, they have a chat and they plan for their projects. They do lots of things every month. So இந்த குழந்தைங்களும் வந்து நமக்கு ஆர்வமாக every month வந்துட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. Actually we started this youth council in November 2022, so year and a half, but some of them are volunteering even like way before, more than 2 years. So I would like to thank all our youth members for being an awesome people over here and doing lots of activities. Yeah, thank you so much. Sure, not
My names are in 2 places. I told Sashi, I will not come again. I will finish my brief speech and I have a responsibility here to do. எனக்கு இன்னைக்கு வந்து இவ்வளவு சிறப்பாக இந்த விழாவை ஒழுங்குபடுத்தி இருக்கிறதை பார்க்கும்போது மிகவும் மகிழ்ச்சியாக இருக்கு. நான் நினைத்தே பார்க்கிறேன், இப்படியெல்லாம் நுணுக்கமாக எல்லாம் செய்திருக்கிறாங்களே. ஏன்னா நான் இன்வால்வ் ஆகவே எங்கள் டீமில் வந்து we have 3 ladies. I told them at the very first day, you are the people going to do the job, we will give physical support. The 3 people are Dr. Malika Karthikeyan, Mrs. Sureka Nathan, then Mrs. Sasidevi as well. This time I have not done anything. They gave me one job, set up the microphone. That also the youth council, Pranav and Rahul and Bhavan, they took over from me. I am very happy. That's all I can say. I invited Ranjit because he inaugurated with a good speech on 13th of November 2022 during our Deepavali and Kulirkala Kondatam joint event. So I thought maybe he is the appropriate person to come and see the fruits of the seed that he planted on that day. I really thank Sashi for her hard work. Very difficult to gather the youth especially school work, university work, that, this, you know. So she has done diligent work. Of course, our ladies, Dr. Mallika Karthikeyan and Mrs. Sureka Nathan. Super support. We are just watching them, okay? I'm so happy. Again, since my childhood, I am from Sri Lanka, from Kandy. We had a close relationship with, in Kandy, Assistant High Commissioner's office in Indian. Then I moved to work with Ministry of Education in Colombo. There also we had a close relationship with the main office, Indian High Commission. I moved to Seychelles Island. I lived there for 17 years. And again I was serving as the Secretary for Hindu Council of Seychelles there. Again we had a close relationship with High Commission of India in Seychelles. Luckily, here we have that connection with Council of India, Societies of Edmonton. Personally, I am happy, right, for me. And also, last 17 months, as Ranjit said, our Youth Council team had a close connection with India, Council of India Societies of Edmonton. And Punit rightly mentioned a few minutes ago, we honored Sashi on India Republic Day. Thank you so much. Honoring Sashi is honoring Edmonton Tamil Cultural Association. Give her a Okay, now I have to do my duties. Kritik Harindran Nathan. We say Kritik. He is the Vice President of Edmonton Tamil Cultural Association's Youth Council. Kritik from Colombo, Sri Lanka, but he grew up in Qatar and studied, completed all his high school, primary, high school, middle primary, everything in Qatar. Then he moved to Edmonton to pursue studies at McEwan University. And his Tamil, our Tamil வந்து வித்தியாசமா இருக்கும். I like it because I grew up there also, right? But he sometimes feel, my Tamil is not good. But I said, no, your Tamil is good. அப்போ இருந்து ரோவினா கிறிஸ்டர் வந்து அவங்களுடைய பெற்றோர்களினுடைய ஒத்துழைப்போட எட்மண்டன் தமிழ் கலாச்சார குடும்பத்துக்கு பல நிகழ்ச்சிகள், பொதுவாக டான்ஸ், நடன நிகழ்ச்சிகள் எல்லாம் வழங்கி இருக்காங்க. கடந்த 2 வருடங்களுக்கு முன்பு நான் வந்து தலைவராக வருவதற்காக என்னை தயார்படுத்தி கொண்டு இருக்கும்போது நான் ரொவீனாவினுடைய தந்தை கேஸ்டரை தான் கமிட்டிக்கு வாரீங்களான்னு கேட்டேன். அப்போ அவங்க ஒய்ஃபுக்கிட்ட தான் கேட்டேன், அவங்க மனைவி கிட்ட. மனைவி சொன்னாங்க, அவர் வேணா நான் வாரேன், அவருக்கு டைம் இல்லை, நான் வாரேன். ஓகே வாங்க. வந்தாங்க. வந்த பிறகு யூத் கவுன்சில் ஆரம்பிக்கப்பட்டது. அதுக்கு பிறகு ரொவீனா வந்து லீடர்ஷிப் ரோல் எடுக்கிற ஒரு சூழ்நிலை உருவாச்சு. அன்னையிலிருந்து ரொவீனா நல்லா வளர்றதை நம்ம பார்த்தோம். ரொம்ப எல்லா யூத் கவுன்சில் மெம்பர்ஸ், உறுப்பினர்கள் அனைவருமே நாங்கள் பார்க்க வளர்ந்தார்கள். அதில் முக்கியமாக இங்கேயே பிறந்து வளர்ந்த பிள்ளைகளும் இருக்கிறார்கள். அது ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சி. அந்த ரொவீனாவுக்காக நான் இப்போது ரொவீனாவை பற்றி, இது நான் அறிந்த ரொவீனா 2015-16. இப்போ வந்து எப்படின்னா Rowena is an undergraduate student at University of Alberta. She grew up participating in ETCA cultural events as a classical dancer from the age of 9. In 2022, she started participating in Youth Council preparation for designing the posters for initial announcements. Since then, she started involving in the youth activities as a leader.
It is really heartening to see so much of youth involvement in our events. In Canada, it's giving back to the community has a lot of value. And some of the key leadership skills, some of the key social skills you actually learn from being a volunteer. This is what I learned as well. So when I came to Canada in 2004, I started off in volunteering for a professional organization which was American Society for Quality. And I've been with them for the last 18, 19 years now. And it has got me into networking. It actually helped me land a job. It actually helped me come across my best Canadian friend. So there was a lot of things that I gained from there. In fact, I came to the point of leading the Canadian region at the Global Council, and we have 13 sections for ASQ all over Canada. So I was able to get to that international level also just by volunteering, and this was step by step. When I see these volunteers, that they are now volunteering for not just for your society but also for the council, they are expanding their role, they are expanding their vision, and these volunteers will go a long way in making the foundation. We all came here and we left India behind. We left everything that we had there, especially the first generation. We left our roots, we left our friends, we left our relatives, and when we come here and we do these kind of activities, these associations, they connect us back to the roots. And how does these associations go is by volunteers. None of us get paid. Mr. Ravi, he spends, I don't know how many hours of time every week on this. What does he get back? He gets back that satisfaction that he's able to volunteer. And when, as parents, you encourage your children and the children get this value back, I think that is the best thing you can do for your kids. It's a well-rounded personality that they develop. They'll be more successful when they go beyond just their school, university, work, because their social skills will be so much developed. They interact with so many people. That one person who was so mature that Heritage Day's first day he handled, that made me feel so proud that I can have these youth which are now budding into adults, that they can have so much of maturity. That really warms up my heart. And I really want that the volunteers, parents, everybody, it's something that we should all strive for. And this is how Canada actually can go further and further. Our Indian culture is so much of depth. We really cannot go to those deep levels, but what we can do is share. You share your experience, get your kids to share their experience. Making a library can actually bring so much of knowledge into your community. We are also working on making a library downstairs, and I, in fact, requested Sasiji, we can get some books here. And we want to share those books. We want to get the books from every society that can be shared, because there's so much of knowledge. So I really appreciate, one, that I was given the opportunity to come here. Thank you so much. And secondly, this society has been doing really awesome job. The council events, I think the foundation of volunteer is coming from this society. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
I used to write in English and sing Hindi. Wherever there is a big India Day celebration or whatever, in Sri Lanka, in Africa, here also. Did I miss anything, Sashi? Okay. Thank you so much for your support to Edmonton Tamil Cultural Association.
Hello guys, you are listening to V4U Radio. I am Hardip Khatri, your friend. We are here at CISE Edmonton for the Tamil Cultural Association. We had a fabulous event here for the Youth Council Appreciation Day. We have a Sasi Devi ji here. I would like to ask, welcome Sasi Devi ji. I would like to ask you, what's your role in the Tamil Cultural Association?
Thank you. Welcome everyone. So my role is organize the youth events in Tamil Association. So I have been doing this for past 2 years. And also I'm a part of Council of India Societies of Edmonton, so which is making me quite easy to collaborate these youth in the events which is happening all around Edmonton. So past 2 years after COVID, this is the youth group who started volunteering mainly with the Council of India Societies of Edmonton and also Tamil Cultural Association in Edmonton and surrounding areas. So that's why we decided they need an appreciation. So we decided to have their appreciation day today, and we have distributed many certificates and awards to appreciate their community service. Thank you.
Perfect. You guys are doing very good. I hope you very best luck for the future events, and thank you very much. Thank you guys. Keep listening V4U anytime, anywhere. Thank you. We have the youth president and the vice president with us. Let them ask what we have here with the Srivastava. What's special? What's going on?
Yeah, so today we're celebrating, our youth council has been there for 2 years. So now today we're celebrating all our volunteers and we're going to go through our different accomplishments from what we did in our youth council, but also volunteering that we did in other organizations.
Okay. So what do you have to say? Like what's going to happen now? What type of awards we are giving for the youth?
So the youth that we have given a lot of awards that we want to celebrate, and we have awards based on the amount of hours they have given to the organization. Some have around 150 hours, some have around 100 hours, and some hours have been accumulated with me.
Perfect. Thank you very much. We have the president here for the Tamil Cultural Association. I would like to ask a couple questions. So, Mr. Subramaniam, how many years we are doing this for the Youth Council Association?
We have youth council time to time, but I would like to say that this particular youth group has been inaugurated on 13th of November 2022. Since then, we were very active. The youth group was very active, and they participated in many community events, volunteering, and I would like to see that this youth group is continuously growing without any break.
That's very nice to have the youth appreciated so that they can put more hours and help the Tamil Cultural Association to grow. Also, I would like to ask another question. If we have the Tamil Cultural Association have any other events coming up for this next month or this year?
We would like to organize Tamil School Day very soon.
Okay.
Most likely end of April.
Okay.
After that, the regular Deepavali and Kulirkala Kondatam events will be held in November this year. So then Thai Pongal next year, like that. We have our calendar of activities and we follow that.
Awesome. So guys, here we have Mr. Subramaniam, President of Tamil Cultural Association. We will keep you posted. Until then, keep listening to V4U Radio anytime, anywhere. Thank you.